Now, sisters, sometimes you got more education than the man you fell in love with. That's bad. When the woman got a BS degree. And a man has a street degree. And that's really a big pile. And when he says something stupid, which we often do, oh, honey, you're so stupid. I don't, and you beat him down. How can you beat him down and then love him at the same time? Because once you make nothing out of him, your eyes are looking somewhere else for somebody else to beat down. Well, I better get off that subject. No, no, that's not my subject for today. But we have to protect each other's minds. This process is difficult. And if we're not mindful of the mind of our partners and say hurtful things to destroy the mind and invalidate the mind, then you're killing something rather than nurturing something. So men and women's classes in the new science, in the new knowledge, in the new methodology, because the husband you have is sufficient. You didn't hear me. Oh, wait a minute, minister, you ain't talking about my husband. No, sister, the husband you have is sufficient. It's just that you lack the technology of how to increase his sufficiency to the point where you will love him, love him, love him. See? So we have to be careful of each other, careful of how we relate to each other, so we can keep the mind of God growing and lessen the effect of satanic influence on our being. Now I think I can close. Let this mind be in you. It didn't stop there. The same that is in Christ Jesus. So what God is offering to the human family is their own mind that has been taken away from Satan's rule over the human family. Your mind is really the mind of God. So when Elijah Muhammad said, accept your own and be yourself. Well, what is my own? My own is really the mind of God. And what is that? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, refinement, the pursuit of happiness. See, once you're in the mind of God, which is really your own mind, that's why when we behave ignorantly, He said, you're other than yourself. You're making yourself less than ourselves by acting other than ourselves. So when you act out, some of our friends call that stimulating an engram. And stuff starts coming up. We don't even know where it came from. All of a sudden, a sweet kitten has become a growling lion. Lord. Where did that come from? See, that's stimulating something that makes us other than what we're capable of being. So learning how the mind works and learning how to think properly. Wow. Learning how to think properly. Now look how easy it is, we learn how to eat properly, even though we don't follow it. But in the new organizational board of the Nation of Islam, there's a department called How to Eat to Live. Wait a minute. And in every mosque is going to be somebody in charge of how to eat to live. And not that we're going to force you. We're just going to encourage everybody to get back to how to eat to live. And there's another thing on the organizational board to help with proper thinking. So you learn how to eat over here, but you learn how to think. Then we'll learn how to administrate. Look, not some big organization. Just administrate yourself. Your children, the family. We'll learn management. Oh, I'm going to manage a big mall. No, manage your house. Manage the children. Manage yourself and your wife. Management technology starts at home and then it spreads abroad. So, I'm happy to see what I see and the hope that I see for our nation. So those of you who are past laborers, we will reintroduce you or introduce you and are introducing you to that which will cause you to fulfill your desire, if you still have the desire, to help the Honorable Elijah Muhammad raise our people up from where they are. Now listen, the goal that Elijah Muhammad had Master Farad told him, make many ministers and send them into all of the cities. Not some. Well, that means those of us who are presently ministering, thank you. No, I mean that sincerely. But, you know, wait. The course of study that will be set up from the Department of Supreme Wisdom that we all have to qualify and become certified. It's like some got a certification and I shook your hand as you walked across the stage. That's one certification. But to be certified, to stand up on the rostrum of God and talk to the people of God is more than recitation of what you learned or think we learned and memorized. It's the purging of all spirit of arrogance and vanity. You don't have to want to be God. You were born that. So don't rejoice while you're just halfway around the ladder. In the Bible, it says there was a ladder that reached from heaven to earth. And there were angels ascending and angels descending. I don't want to be a descending angel. You know, that's how Satan came down. He once was at that elevated state, you know. So don't think because we're elevated that we can not fall. So Tuesday night, I'm asking all of us, all Muslims throughout America, all those who want to be a part of that which is to be made new, make your way to the mosque. I don't care what charge is on your head. I really don't care. I really don't care. Because now you're going to take the charge. See, whenever something comes up that ain't right in the mind, it gets a charge, you know. So that charge has to be released. But when you're charged with an infraction, you know, we want to create the environment that makes such charge unnecessary. And if we are charged, there'll be a way to fix it unless you're so far out that we have to excuse you from the class. Because from this point on, every day at the mosque is a class day. We're all in the classroom of God, and we will prepare the study on both sides, the study of the technology and the study of the supreme wisdom. And then once we get to a certain point, I'm turning you loose on this world.